I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, and then she did some other things with him that I'm not supposed to talk about. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. This robe is hot as shit. Holy fuck. This is my only Christmas outfit that I could muster together. The rest of I have a bunch of Christmas stuff I bought that's at my parents' house, so I don't even have it here. What a lame guy I am. Can't even use it the way I want to use it. So I'm dressing like a father who just spent the entire night putting presents out and writing "From Santa" on them, and I'm exhausted. And my wife is also wearing a robe, but my wife also hates me. She's wearing matching robes that she got me. This is a fantasy. Why am I making like my fantasy horrible? In my fantasy, my wife hates me. My ex-wife actually did get me this robe, so appreciate her. Thanks, darling. I don't have an ex-wife, but felt like one. No, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa again. Didn't do any research. I said last time I would look up what Kwanzaa was. Didn't do a single speck of research. Still not a clue. No clue what you guys celebrate. It's all good, though. It's fine. I'm filming this before Christmas, so I don't know what my Christmas was like. I don't know what gifts I'm going to get. I do actually know. In my family, we make a list of everything we want. We pick them up, so it's very easy. I know I'm getting a lot of books, so I'm a lame old man. I actually want one. There's been a period of last few days where I want to read something and I can't because I have no books to read because I put them all on my list. That's the problem when you're an adult. You can buy your own things, so it's like putting them on your list is actually hindering you from getting what you want. So I could buy a book. Its book is what, $20 at most? I could buy a book, but I gotta give other people the chance to buy me something, so I can't buy the books I want. What is this? That's capitalism for you. That's the United States. That's just Joe Biden's America for you. Anyway, this is going to be a fun episode. There's not really a lot of current events we got to talk about. I'm going to talk about my weekend and then this is a nice yearly recap. I think this is going to be my final episode before next year. So, we have a lot of reminiscing. We'll play like a montage, highlight reel. I'll cry, or we'll do a in memoriam, those who have passed. Who died this year? I have to remember. Liam Payne. Some other people, I don't even know. My grandma died. That's more important. Fucking Liam Payne. He died right at my grandma's funeral. I talked about this. So, they were jamming. I don't think my grandma knows who One Direction at all. I don't think I honestly would believe my grandma in particular, because she barely spoke English, didn't leave her house for a long time, didn't know any modern musicians from like the last 30 years, I would guess. I don't even know I don't know what music she listened to. I don't think she listened to music, unless it was like Jesus singing. It had to have been like a church hymn album. I don't even know if she knows like Andrea Bocelli or something. I really don't know. Yeah, she probably does. What am I saying? Who am I kidding? But like anyone recent, Justin Bieber, no clue. I think she'll just make up a name. She'll call him like the Italian version, like Giustino Bibato. I heard of him. Anyway, we don't need to make fun of my grandma. She's dead. Rest in peace, Grandma. All right, what did I do this weekend? Last week I went home for a couple days because I had all of my yearly or semi-annually, what is it called, bi-yearly doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. I got my teeth cleaned. I don't know if you can see them. They are actually just blinded all of you with the reflection of the light. That was crazy. My bad, guys. My teeth are pearly white. I think my dentist is scamming me, I'll be honest. If you're listening to this, doctor, I'm not going to say his name, because then you can all look him up. You can all find out who he is real quick. I'll say Dr. P. Every time I go there, there's only been one time. This is true. There's only been one time, which is the last time I went, where he did not find anything wrong with my teeth. He looked at them. He's like, "You're good." And I was like, this is truly a miracle. Every other time he looks at my fillings, my cavity fill. I don't have cavities. He just looks at my fillings. He's like, "We need to redo those. I need to charge you $250 per filling to redo them." And I've always thought it was suspicious. And my family did a little bit of reconnaissance. My mom and my sister went to a different dentist to see if they would be cheaper. And that dentist was like way more expensive. That dentist like found a million things wrong with their teeth. They're like, "We're going to have to charge you $5,000. You need new teeth," basically, they said. So they're like, "All right, let's just stick with the evil we know." But he's like, every time he's like, "These fillings need to be redone." And he's the one that put the fillings in the first place. I don't know how long these fillings are supposed to last, but he put them in. So you're saying your work is shoddy, doctor? I'm paying you for your shoddy work? I got to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to ask him. I'm getting them filled, redone tomorrow. There's two things. It's going to be like $500. My man needs a new Corvette. He's getting me to pay for his new fucking Corvette. I'm going to ask him how long they lasted. And then I'm going to look at him. I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I'm going to ask him how long they lasted. And be like, hey, didn't you put them in? So shouldn't I pay? Honestly, it should be. If on average a filling lasts, let's say it's supposed to last 7 years, and mine lasted 3, charge me like for that prorated portion of how long they lasted, right? I'm a regular guy. It's not like I'm chewing on broken glass, not running razor blades through my teeth. This is regular wear and tear. I don't go crazy. I'm not a monster. So charge me for what happened. You did bad work, we'll say. They didn't set properly. They weren't filled correctly. What can I do, man? What can I do? So that's how I feel. And honestly, my dentist is back home in Queens. It's a long way to travel. I need to find a new dentist anyway. I don't want to have to. It's like an excursion to go back there. So I don't have to like hike through the city just to get my teeth cleaned every time. It takes away my whole day. My whole day's ruined because I have to travel back home to get my teeth cleaned. That's not great. Teeth cleaning should be like, they should come to my house, honestly. I should be in my bed and they come and just scrape. My hygienist is good though. She scrapes everything out. She does a good job. My teeth get sensitive too when they like blow the water on it. It's like, ugh, pain. I made a video recently about a girl who like she put a hair dryer in her mouth to like take her retainer off. And I was like, when I got my permanent retainer taken off, that was some of the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And she was like, it shouldn't be painful. They did it wrong. And honestly, my teeth probably are just way too sensitive. I use Sensodyne toothpaste. I don't know what's going on. But when they were scraping the glue off my teeth for that permanent retainer, oh my God, it hurts so badly. Holy shit, your teeth are really sensitive. Really, really sensitive. My teeth especially. And Sensodyne doesn't help that much, so not sure what I should be doing. Maybe I might brush my teeth too vigorously, I think. I'm just such a strong, voracious man that I'm just like, I'm like grinding them away. So my teeth have been through a lot, but they work. They make nice chomping noises. I wonder how that sounds on the recording. You guys can use, this is royalty-free chomping noises. If you guys are making like a new video game. Cut the Rope. A new Cut the Rope with a celebrity endorsement. So yeah. And, I was thinking about fluoride at the dentist too. Since RFK Jr. is trying to remove it from the water, he thinks I don't even know what they think it does, cause autism or some shit. I was just thinking, imagine if it does. Imagine if fluoride makes you retarded. In all actuality, they're not wrong. Because when you go to the dentist, at the end, they put on a fluoride paste. They take this brush, it's the stickiest stuff ever. They just start brushing it on you. That's just like that's a retardation bomb, according to some people. That should have knocked me out. My IQ should have gone down 5 points every time they do that. So it's supposed to be good for you. Like they say, let it sit for 6 hours. Don't rinse it off. And I think I did that accidentally. I was supposed to not eat food, and I did because I was hungry. What can you do? You can buy it online. I looked it up on like Amazon. I can get my own fluoride paste. But I should do like a study. Like, am I getting stupider every time I use the fluoride paste? Because it's an insane amount of fluoride. And it just sticks. Ugh. So maybe they're onto something. Maybe that's what they do. Oh, at the dentist, right? He tells me I have cavities, and then he puts the fluoride thing on so I can't critically think about it. He tells me my fillings are loose, and I'm like, okay, doctor. Okay, I believe you. I'll give you my money. That's how they get me. They hit you with the thing, and there's like a bait and switch. Not even a bait and switch. That's how they get you. My goodness. I figured it out. The old scam. They actually do the fluoride after they tell me about the cavities. Which, it makes sense, because he's like poking around in my teeth. He always does this trick where he grabs the little metal hook thing, and he puts it in my teeth. And then he's like pulling around. He's like, oh, look, it's like a pothole in your teeth. It's like dragging my head. I'm like, bro, if you push on hard enough, my teeth had grooves in it. Like, I believe there's just going to be shit you're snagging on. It doesn't mean that I have some like cavity or something. I don't know. Fucking guy, man. What a guy. What a guy. Dentists are tough because there's no way to verify that. You just have to go to another dentist. It's like, I don't know. Someone needs like some sort of like, honestly, this is a good thing for AI. Like a little camera I put in my mouth and it takes pictures and it can just identify if I have filling problems. And I can be like, hey, bro, you're lying to me. Hey, bro, you're fucking making shit up because you want a new Corvette. But I still think it might be cheaper than going somewhere in Manhattan. So honestly, it's a good thing. If any of you guys are listening from the great city of New York in Manhattan and you have a nice dentist that is relatively cheap. I also don't have dental insurance. I've never had it. So I have to pay. I pay for a yearly cleaning plan. And then like I get a certain % off cavities or some shit. I don't even know. or fillings, whatever. But yeah, if any of you guys know a good dentist, I mean, whatever, it's a few $100s a year for my cleanings, and then, you know, if you just don't make shit up, I'm chilling. It's fine. So I just want that, but we'll see. Dental, I've never, my parents don't have dental insurance. I don't even know what, I met a bunch of people with it. I'm like, bro, I feel like a bum. I don't have dental insurance. I barely have health insurance, so I shouldn't be complaining. I don't have vision insurance either. That seems like a waste. Like, why is that not included in medical insurance? Why are teeth separate and eyes, like the most important two parts? I will just put them, that's why CEOs are getting killed, because let's just separate. Actually, you need finger insurance. Oh, you broke your finger? You don't have index finger insurance? Oh my God, we're going to have to not treat you. I'm so sorry. You only have the other 97% of your body. You don't have exact body part insurance. You loser. That's what it's going to come to. Honestly, that'd be great. If it was cheaper to not insure my fingers, I honestly might do it. Just insure some parts of your body. That's honestly coming. Like, select it on the online portal, just clicking, dragging like the lasso select over your body parts. I don't want the fifth metatarsal on my finger. Anyway, and then I went to the doctor right after. It was the 2 days in a row. I went bam, bam. Got my blood taken. I almost fainted. Bro, I'm honestly getting lightheaded talking about getting my blood taken. Bro, I have to lay down. I have to get them to give me a bottle of water because I'm literally about to faint. I get so clammy. They're just sucking blood out of my body. Those mother effers just stealing all my blood. For what? Oh, I actually have to call him today. I have to call him today for something, for the blood and for something else. They think I might, I've been waking up. I'm just going to tell you guys my medical history. There's no HIPAA violation here because I'm the one saying it. This is fine. You guys are all my doctors. I share in my collective pain with you all. I've been waking up, not recently, but like, it used to happen a few years ago, and then like it happened a few days before I went to the doctor, but I would wake up and like my face would be a little numb right here for like an hour. Just this part of my face was numb. If you can't see where I'm pointing, it's it's like right to the left of my nose, like right under my eye, above my lip. Just like this part is just numb, and it's only that part ever, and it just recurs a bunch of times. So I asked him what was wrong, and my family, there's I wouldn't say history, but a bunch of people have multiple sclerosis, which is a nerve disease. And so we said, hey, you know, we might be something related to that. And I was like, oh, shit. Holy shit. But it's not really a symptom of that. He's just like, you might want to think about that. So, you know, there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of me sobbing. I'm like, no, my life is ruined. No, but, well, you know, I don't know what to do about that. Might get an MRI, but then people are telling me getting an MRI is like the worst thing ever. You're stuck in a coffin for 20 minutes. You're about to go crazy. You have a panic attack. So I don't know what to do. So we'll see. I don't think I need it, but I need to keep it on my radar that I would like to possibly get something done and checked out. So maybe I have a degenerative nerve disease, guys. Maybe this might be the last episode for me. I might die before next episode. I might die while filming this. That'd be crazy. That'd be the greatest podcast episode ever. You guys so many people would watch this, and then posthumously they'd be like, this was a great podcast. And I would never get to make another episode. That would suck. I'm getting hot in this robe. Like, I'm going to open it up a little bit. No, I'm not. That was way too much chest there that I just showed you guys. Cover that up. Jesus Christ. There's children watching this. Jesus Christ, Matthew. This is a family-friendly show. As I talk about fluoride making people retarded. This is a family-friendly show. But no, I don't think I have multiple sclerosis. Or at least I don't think there's enough signs to diagnose me yet. Could very well have it. It could be a genetic thing. I think. I don't really know how it's not like if your family has it, you get it, but, you know, we'll see. So keeping an eye on that. One of my many medical problems. Last week, my knees. This week, multiple sclerosis. Doesn't end with me. Doesn't fucking end. Also, when I go to the doctor, if you don't know, I'm very ticklish. I may have said that before. It's a weakness of mine. When I go to the doctor, it's a tickle fest, man. It is a 70-year-old old Jewish man tickling the shit out of me. And anyone listening in probably thinks some weird shit's going on. Let's be real. They're like, that is way too much fun. He tells me to take off my shirt, and I go, hee, this is going to be crazy. And then he's cold. Like, their hands are cold. It's the winter. I don't know why I keep going in the winter, but it's like freezing hand, just like, my God. It's like the snow miser just fondling me. The snow miser, if he was a Catholic priest, it's just not good. And thank God he didn't. Sometimes if you're a man, you know this, they go below the belt. They feel the old cojones to make sure they're all healthy. Thank God he didn't do that, because that's when it goes crazy down there, bro. That man's doing tricks down there. No, but it's just ice cold hands. Just, oh my God, it's so ticklish. I laugh so hard. I spread the joy for sure, but it goes crazy. So this time it was light tickling. It wasn't that bad, but we survived. I don't get ticklish when they do my blood, though. That kind of, I wish I did. That'd be more fun, but I don't. So, yeah, while I have health insurance, I got to take advantage of all this stuff. I got to rope it all in together. I might as well get more vaccines, too. I should load up on vaccines. I would get lightheaded, too. I got to, lay down in those vaccine rooms, too. He goes crazy. But, yeah, that's what you got to do, guys. You got to think ahead. Some of you guys are not thinking ahead enough. You have health insurance now. You may not have it in the future. If you're about to turn 26, load up on vaccines, bro. In the wake of the healthcare CEO getting executed, healthcare companies, maybe they're being a little bit more lenient these days. At least for the time being. Rack it up, guys. Rack it up. You want to get a rabies vaccine, even though that's not how that works? Go for it. You want to get your tetanus booster? Bam, bam. Hepatitis A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Get them all. Get the rainbow of hepatitis. Hooked on phonics hepatitis. Get them all, guys. Do what you got to do. Okay, another thing for this weekend, I went out to eat with my family. And everyone, this has been happening to me, I feel like recently a few times, but everyone got their food, and my food took like 10 minutes to get to my front, to my eating portion section. I don't know why I made that so complicated. 10 minutes to get to me. And everyone got their food, and then people were trying to wait, and I was like, bro, just eat. Stop staring at me. And it came to me, and it was cold. Motherfucker took 10 extra minutes, and my food wasn't even cooked all the way through. It's like, bro, what is this? They were having temperature problems at this restaurant. It just, I don't know. Listen, I've never been a waiter. I don't know. But it seems like there's so much work set to making sure everything's ready together. And then when one thing's not ready, you're just like, fuck. I feel like the guy probably was pissed at himself, but still. And it's not even warm. He was probably rushing. He probably forgot about it. Forgot about little old me. And then it was warm. And I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? Restaurants are hit and miss. And they charge so much money. Crazy, man. What's the world come to? Joe Biden's America once again. And when Donald Trump's in office, I'm going to say Donald Trump's America for this. Just got to blame it on the current president. No matter what, it's all their fault. The second they're in office, all our problems are their fault. That's how it works. If you didn't know. Unless you voted for them, then it's like, no, it was the previous guy's fault. No, it was, I'm pretty sure this was Bill Clinton's fault. Could have sworn 30 years ago he was doing all this shit. This must have been Lyndon B. Johnson's fault. That son of a bitch. I'll get you. Whipping out your penis in the White House. Didn't he do that? Or was that Richard Nixon? I don't remember. One of those men was known for just whipping out his penis. And it was giant. And apparently it also had a name as well. It was like the vice president. That's crazy. Back in the day, you could do that kind of stuff. This is Joe Biden's America. You can't just whip out your penis anymore. What the heck? It's a shame. The Me Too movement ruined that. What a shame. I would have it out right now on this podcast. No, I wouldn't. The Me Too movement is a very good thing. Because men are disgusting and they need to be held accountable. Amen to that. Not me, though. I'm not disgusting. Unless I am. Sometimes I am. All right, let's talk about Christmas, guys. Now we'll talk about the real meat of this episode. Christmas, the celebration. Christmas is for getting fat. I did not go to the gym today. I will not be going to the gym probably maybe I'll go at the end of the week. But, when I go home, I don't have a gym membership at home, so I can't go. And I haven't gone, I was on vacation. It was Thanksgiving. I've been to the gym maybe 2 days in the last month, which is the worst stretch I've ever had, I think. Just because I physically can't go that much. Like, I haven't been home, and then I've been doing other stuff. So, I'm going to get fat. I did go to the doctor, right? And I weighed myself, and I was the lightest I've ever been. And I was wearing shoes and all my clothes. So, I was 159 pounds. That's the lightest I've ever been. In my adult life, I'll say above 21 life. I think. Actually, not sure. I didn't weigh myself. I feel like for like 4 years, I didn't weigh myself a single time. But I remember when I was going into college, I was 145 it was somewhere between 130 and 145. So I was way lighter. But the heaviest I've been is 170, and now I'm like 160, I would say, with clothes on. So I'm like 155, which is crazy that that's how much my brother weighs. And if you saw him on a previous episode, he looks way skinnier than I do. So I don't know what's wrong. I truly don't know what's wrong. But I guess I just have more fat than he does. But it kind of sucks. I just, not that I care. I think I look fine. I don't think I look fat. Besides everyone watching my videos is like, oh my God, this fucking guy's huge. But yeah, what was that in relation to? Oh yeah, Christmas is about getting fat. Dude, it's just so much food. My dad buys so much chocolate. Oh my god. And cookies, like, and people give them for gifts, bro. If I'm an adult and you give me chocolate or cookies as a gift, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's not a gift. It's a punishment. It's not a gift. It's a punishment. You're making me eat this shit. I don't want to eat this fucking shit. Give me goddamn chocolates. My dad has piles. He's single-handedly keeping the chocolate companies in business with the amount of bulk chocolate he's buying, giving people. He's an addictive shopper. He's addicted to shopping. I've said this before probably. He sees every day truly 10 packages come to my parents' house over the holiday season. And then he's the type of guy that orders stuff and then curses when he gets. He's like, "How many fucking boxes are there? What the fuck? I gotta open this shit." Like, bro, you ordered it all, and he doesn't even know what he opened. Oh, what the fuck is this? What the heck? Who ordered these socks? I ordered them. Oh, so I have no sympathy for this man, but it's just so much chocolate. And then you go to someone's house for Christmas. They got a million food. They're cooking up appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, fried this, fried that. Got fried cheese. Italian people, they're making all this oh my god, they go crazy. They go crazy. And I got to eat it all because I'm a man, right? I'm a big eater. They call me in. Matthew's coming. All right, we'll make extra food. The big eater's coming. I can't stomach that stuff. I can't put that stuff down, guys. I'm going to all-you-can-eat sushi today to expand my stomach for the next few days to prepare. That's how you do it. I'm not that big of an eater, guys. I can't hold it down like I used to. I can't pack down a couple fried shrimp and some other stuff. And then dessert, too, and alcohol, bro. You want me to explode. You want me to explode. I may have told this story, but 2 years ago at my family Christmas Eve party, I blacked out. And I don't remember drinking that much. I don't really know how it happened, I'll be honest. I blacked out many times in my life, sadly. And this was probably the least amount of alcohol I drank before I blacked out. I don't know how I did it. It was honestly impressive, but it was very embarrassing. But I don't really care. Let's be honest. I've done many embarrassing things in my life. Actually, I haven't, but certainly, honestly, in the last 2 years, around Christmas time, I've had 2 embarrassing blackout moments, which has caused me to... My goal this year was to not black out as my New Year's resolution, and I failed. But I only did it once. I failed, and I regret that I failed. It wasn't that bad, but I was like, damn, it was so close. It was on Halloween, too. I was so close. I forgot it was something I was keeping track of, and I just let myself loose a little bit, and what can I say? But my goal is to just never do it again. It's not fun to do it. It's really not fun. And you just embarrass yourself. But I passed out at my family Christmas party. They all drew stuff on my face. They took pictures of me. Someone was going to make it their Christmas card, just me passed out. Jesus Christ, I almost died. Hiccup. So that wasn't fun. But yeah, imagine eating all the food and then drinking all that. Bro, it's disgusting. You're a disgusting man. I become a monster. And then I got to do it again. I got Christmas Eve and then Christmas. I got to do back-to-back shoving my face with food. I can't live like this, guys. I can't live like this. Can't do it. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be fat. I'm going to gain all the pounds I lost. I'm probably going to gain a couple back. But it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? That's what the holidays are for. And then I got to see a bunch of people probably. I have friends' birthdays. Friends are visiting from out of town. So, we're getting fat, guys. It's going to be days upon days upon days of eating. And, you know, what can I do? What can I do? That's what Santa Claus was skinny back in the day. If you ever see Santa Claus's young pics, him and Mrs. Claus, that's how she fawns over him when she sees those pics. She's like, damn, you look good. And now he just has to eat Everyone leaves cookies for him. He's like, I have to eat them because or else I feel bad. This man's eating fucking 1,000 pounds of cookies every night. It's crazy. It is crazy. Poor guy. He used to be, he was all pro at his high school football team. He was the captain of the football team. And then he got conscripted into this Santa army. He's now flying around. He doesn't get any exercise, too. He's in a sleigh. He's no manual power for that. He just rides around with his fat belly. He's like one of the Wall-E people in their chairs just zooming around. Fat as fuck. Dropping presents everywhere. Eating cookies. That bitch needs a treadmill. We should all pitch in to get Santa a gift. How about that? You ever think about that? Does Santa get any gifts? That's crazy. We don't get Santa gifts. Buy him a treadmill and like a weight loss book. That man needs to lose a couple pounds. And Mrs. Claus, honestly, start making some healthy food. Jesus Christ. Making cookies all day. And then I know vegetables don't grow in the North Pole. Maybe import them. My guy has a sleigh that can fly around the country. Can't buy a fucking bunch of kale from the grocery store. Excuses from the North Pole. He's a role model that's negative for the children. They look at him like, I want to be fat like him. Incorrect. Don't do that. All right. Christmas gifts, like I said, my family... My family makes lists these days. It's only been the last few years we make a list, everything we want, and then we just pick items off the lists and I buy them for people. And my Christmas shopping is done a month before Christmas. I was done before December started. Truly. Not joking. Truly, I was done. And maybe I buy a couple extra things here and there, but the bulk of stuff is done. But I don't buy for that many people, right? I buy for my immediate family and literally no one else, actually. I was about to think of someone else. If there's like someone else maybe special that I would like to buy a gift for, maybe I'll buy something small, but nothing crazy. And I don't even buy my dad gifts. So maybe I said this last episode, but I've embargoed, or that's not the right word. I've just stopped buying my dad gifts. He doesn't want them. You buy him a gift, he's like, what the fuck is this? I'm making my dad seem like such a Grinch, but we did buy him Grinch slippers one year because he is kind of a Grinch on Christmas. But I bought him many good things. I bought him, let's see, the last few years. Last year I bought him a bunch of gift cards to these restaurants. He likes to see Broadway shows. I bought him, I vaguely remember saying this so vividly. And he didn't use them. The year before that, I think I bought him... This was actually a cool gift. I bought him a ticket from the... He's a Yankees fan. I bought him a ticket from the World Series the year he was born. 1962. I bought him a ticket from the 1962 World Series. Used ticket. It's like in a nice frame. I don't think he had that. He has a lot of... If you go in his office, he has a lot of Yankee stuff on the wall. So it was a nice... It was not... It was like maybe $50. It was cool. So I got that. But some things are hard. You don't know what he wants. I bought him an ice cream subscription before, too. I ended up eating most of it. I bought an ice cream subscription for myself, which was nice, but, you know, he loves ice cream, but he also, I think he wanted to not balloon up in weight. He failed. But, yeah, so, you know, whatever. He doesn't want, he's literally saying, don't buy me gifts. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do it. That's easy, thanks. Hey, what do you want for Christmas? Don't buy me any gifts? Nice. See, when someone says, what do you want for Christmas, and they say nothing, you got to buy them something. But if he looks in my eye and there's fury in his eyes... There's the fires of hell burning. Don't buy me gifts. I go, all right, I'm not going to buy you gifts. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. So he bought himself stuff, and I think I wrapped a couple items that he himself bought. Easy peasy. Saves me money. Amen. But everyone else, I buy them nice gifts. And what gifts did I buy? Oh, I used to buy my brother. This was a tradition which has ended, and I think it's too late to buy it now, but I used to buy him a drone for Christmas every year. I used to buy my brother a cheap, little crappy drone for Christmas every year. He would put batteries in it. He would fly it around that day. And without fail, every single Christmas, it would break that day and he could never use it again. He would go crazy with the drone. He'd be flying. Everyone would be like, this is so annoying. We hate your drone. He'd be kamikazing it into trees and shit. He'd be terrorizing everyone with the drone. He was embodying a Japanese pilot from World War II. Just like, I need to finish with my job today. And I would just buy him one the next year. I'd buy him another crappy drone. It would honestly probably not even last. Even if it didn't kamikaze, it would just break. It was the cheapest piece of shit ever. But it was fun. It was a tradition. He'd be like, my drone. This is a 25-year-old man. My drone. And that was great. And I haven't done it in a while. I think I bought it for him one year. He didn't use it. And I was like, it broke my heart. I was like, what the heck? Our drone, you didn't use the drone. It's a tradition. Motherfucker. So I stopped. But then one time he's like, hey, can you buy me a drone again? And I was like, and I forgot. So he wanted one again. Just need to get the right moment. I need to slip it in there. I need to slip that drone in there. So, yeah, but other presents, I don't remember what I got when I was younger for people. Maybe I made my own things. But I certainly didn't buy my siblings gifts for a while. Like, it's been only recent. Like post-college, we only buy each other gifts. It's kind of sad. Back in the day, though, that's not what you do. Your parents buy you gifts, and you get them a little something. Now it changes. Now, I'm probably dishing out more money than I'm getting. No, I'm definitely not, but... It feels like it sometimes. It's all right. I don't care. I like Christmas is about sharing the love, right? Back in the day, it's about getting presents. As a 5-year-old boy, I can't buy myself a Nintendo Wii. Now I can buy myself a Nintendo Wii if I wanted to. So it's about sharing love. It's about getting someone something they want. And that's it. So one day I'll be buying... I don't even buy that many gifts. I got to buy more people gifts at some point. I got cousins. I got other relatives... I don't buy my grandparents anything. It's like family gifts. It's like my parents get them something from the family. So I'm slacking here. I got it easy. I have it easy. What can you do? Yeah, let's go over 2024. How was the year? Put my arm around you guys as if you're sitting next to me. How was the year, guys? Hope you all had a good year. I had a pretty good year, I would say. I would say when the year started... If I looked at this year when the year started and looked back at it, it went differently than how I imagined it would. Certainly, I didn't accomplish things that I wanted to accomplish, but I also accomplished a lot of things that I didn't think I would accomplish. And so I think looking back, I'd be satisfied with the year I had in different ways than I expected. And, you know, life is not linear, right? I'm trying to be inspirational here. You don't have to accomplish things. You don't have to look around. Like, I have a lot of friends I know right now that are getting married. I'm not close to getting married, right? We'll get to that later. There's a certain other recap I'm going to do at the end of this. But, you know, I don't like to compare myself against other people. You know, I don't have a job, right? I've been unemployed for 3 years on my own volition. I chose this life. So you look at other people getting nicer jobs. They're getting more money. You know, I say good for them. Good for them. You know what I mean? Everyone's advancing in their career. People are doing well for themselves. Good for them. So I like to not compare myself to other people. You know, your life is not linear. Like I say, I used to, back in the day, I used to stay at home all day and be on my computer, and I was just focused on making money a few years ago. That's what some people are doing now. You know, my life is kind of changing. I'm being more social now when other people were more social in their college ages and such. So you can do whatever you want at whatever time, and there's no deadline to succeed and do whatever you want. Some people become famous if you're trying to become famous. Some people become famous when they're 40, when they're 30s. You know, so I don't like to think that, like, I'm getting too old for certain things, but I do put a little bit of pressure on myself. You know, I'd like to achieve certain goals. I guess the only real thing people could be worried about is if you're trying to have children and you're a woman. You know, at a certain point you can't have children anymore. So there are limits to certain things. But for some other things, there's no limits. You can only quit or you can only fail if you quit. Right? That's pretty much it. If you die before you succeed, you didn't really fail. You just died. If you were alive still, God didn't want he was too threatened by your potential. We'll say that. God was being jealous. God was like, damn, that guy's he's going to kill it. Think about it like that. Or Satan was too jealous. It's like, that man's going to kill it without my help. I got to end him. Think about it like that. So hopefully that was inspirational for you all. And, you know, next year, I like to go into every year thinking it's going to be the best year of my life. And is it usually, I'd say usually the last few years have been pretty good. I don't know what the best year of my life was. I don't think it was this one, but this one was a very good year. I'm happy with this year. Again, I think I would look back and say, wow, that's where I would be satisfied at the start of the year if you told me this is what happened. But, yeah. I like to think every year is going to be the best, and hopefully next year, I have high hopes that 2025 is going to be the best year of my life. High hopes. It'll be my age 27 year of life, my 27th winter. That's what some people say. He's been through 27 winters. Isn't the 27 Club a thing? Oh, shit, I could die next year. I could die next year, and if I do it correctly, I'd be part of some cool club. I'd be part of some cool, they missed out on their potential club. Join Amy Winehouse and the crew, Kurt Cobain. That's crazy. In my mind, Kurt Cobain was like 40 when he died. That man was my age. Motherfucker. That's crazy. But yeah, so I don't intend on dying, guys. That's not a plan of mine, but I could. You never know. Never know. Luigi could come to my door and be like, hey, I actually have a gift for you. Pow. That'd be crazy if I died. That'd be so funny if Luigi killed the CEO and then one other random person, and it was just like a guy he didn't like, and everyone's trying to hypothesize, like, who is this guy? Did he have some secret dealings with the healthcare system? Could have just been a random-ass dude. A random-ass dude. But yeah, hopefully the next year is going to be great. Hopefully for all you guys it's going to be good as well. You know, I think next year's honestly for me kind of a make it or break it moment in my comedy career. We'll say that. These last years have been great. I've been on TikTok for about 3 years now. I've been starting making videos for about 3 years. So, you know, the joke writes itself. At a certain point, you know, it's kind of stagnated. There's a limit. I think there's a limit. People don't understand for doing comedy on the internet, especially the way I do it, is really not that much money to be made unless you're making your money. Like, the comedy I do, it's kind of, that's the way to grow your fan base and to get fans, but it's not a way to make money. Some people can make money by making these videos, but pretty much all the comedians that are kind of at my level, that do similar content I do, they're not rich. I've said this before, they're not rich. They don't get that many brand deals. It's a struggle. It's kind of a struggle. You use this to build your fan base, and then you have to parlay that into something else. So I have to work on parlaying that into something else. And, you know, the podcast is one thing. We love doing this podcast. It's great. But, you know, stand-up is another thing, and that's something I've done many times. You know, I do stand-up pretty much all the time, but whatever all the time means. But it's kind of like a love-hate relationship that I have with it. So next year is kind of you know, I have to throw myself into it more. And I have to give it a try, right? There's no way I can quit in my mind. Like I said, you can only fail if you quit. I can't fail before I've really given it a good effort. I have to be able to look back, even if I fail and no one likes me, and I don't think that'll happen. I do have a lot of confidence in myself, I'll say that. Sometimes I'm cocky, and I'll say in a good way. I'm not like bragging to everyone, but I'm like, I'm so good. These jokes are so good. I'm so funny. But I don't want to quit before I know if I really could have succeeded. You know what I mean? So we'll just say that. But yeah, so next year, it's going to be a great year. A lot of fun. I don't have any vacations planned, but hopefully I think there's some rumblings. I might want to go to Africa for a nice, cool excursion, a nice getaway. We'll see. If any of you guys, I should ask more audience questions, have any fun plans, you can go on YouTube if you're not watching this and write in the comments. Love to see what you guys are doing next year. And a New Year's resolution, again, my last year one was not blacking out. That's again going to be this year's one, but I guess I'll make something else. Not sure. Not sure what I want it to be. When is New Year's? Wednesday or some shit? What a shitty day. What a fucking awful day. Wednesday or something. I don't even know when it is. Tuesday or Wednesday or something. My last year's New Year's party wasn't great. I once again blacked out. Embarrassed myself. What can you do? We're not going to reminisce about that. It's okay. We've grown. We've come to accept our problems in the last year. We've made strides. And it's a growing year. So, yeah. It's been fun, 2024. I'll see you later. Time is flying. I feel so old, dude. Holy shit. I feel so old. Some of you guys, it's always funny when I tell some people my age. I think I was doing a live yesterday, and people ask how old I am, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I feel so old." I think people just always think I'm older than I am. Actually, I went at that restaurant where I got my cold food. The guy carded me, so that felt nice. That felt nice, except it's always such a hard time when I'm with my family, and I get carded. My dad, they're always just busting the guy's chops. Just let him card me. They're like, "Oh, how old do you think this guy looks? Look at him. He's a fucking old piece of shit. He's got bags under his eyes. You think my son's 21? And the guy's like, "I'm just doing my job, sir. I just have to check his ID." I'm like, "It's fine. I like when you check my ID. You want to think I'm 19 years old? Hell yeah, dude. Hell fucking yeah. I will take that." He actually brought me the beer and then checked my ID. He's like, he put it down on the table and he's like, "Can I see your ID?" I was like, "Okay, you already poured it, bro." He must have known that it was good, but there's a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence in giving me. I could have chugged the entire thing before you looked at my ID. I could have given you my preschool ID. I could have been a 5-year-old boy. I could have chugged that beer. He put it right on the table in front of me. Rookie mistake, man. Could have been 3 preschoolers in a trench coat. Could have chugged that thing down. You fool. You fool. Cold food, man. You fool. All right, this is going to be a very short episode. I don't have much to write about. Again, I filmed the last episode a few days ago, so I don't have much. This is going to be an end of the year episode. But I have one last thing. And I just did my 2024 yearly recap. Actually, I didn't finish that. No, whatever. It's fine. And we'll intertwine things. Now I have my 2024 dating recap. Everyone buckle in your seats. This is going to get crazy. This was the first year of my life, we'll say, where I decided to give dating a real try. A good old college try. I decided to make it a priority in my life. Every other year, I kind of put it on the back burner. I did what some people do. They say, if something comes to me, I'll be open to it, but I'm not going to put any effort into it. I'm not going to go out of my way. And, that doesn't work, guys. It did start working when I became someone who posted on the internet. I had a following. It started working because people would message me, and I would, things grew from that, whatever. But before then, that's not how that works, guys. You don't get much interest sitting in your room coding on the computer all day. So not that I was delusional, like a hot woman was going to walk into my room and throw her stuff on me. But I was like, I don't need to worry about that. I don't care. I don't need to be with anyone right now. I'm busy doing other stuff. But at a certain point, I'm like, okay, I got to start. So this year, it's the first year I gave it a real college try, like I said. And I don't really know what I was looking for. I think I certainly was looking to find someone who I could be with, right? I would like to find my wife. I think I've said this before. I've said this line that I think I've said this before many times. But if you could offer me, if you said, you would find your wife this year, I said that wrong. If you gave me the offer, you could find your wife this year, you will find your wife this year, I would take it. You will find the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with. She's amazing, blah, blah, blah. I would take that offer. So I guess I was looking, but I was also kind of enjoying myself. I don't know. At a certain point, I was like, it's strenuous to put a lot of pressure on finding someone. I might as well keep it more casual and see what happens. Keep things light, and then if something grows from that, great. Great situation. And so we have numbers here. I have numbers. I went on 34 first dates this year. That is a lot. That is too many, I'll say. In the past, 25 years of my life before then, I've maybe been on 5 first dates. I don't even know. I think like 5, yeah. So we, 7 timesing my date total in 1 year. I made it a real purpose to go on as many dates as possible. And I went on a lot of dates that I probably shouldn't have gone on. I'll be honest. People that I wasn't super attracted to. And at a certain point, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, almost in my mind, I wanted to exhaust myself. I was like, I just need to go on so many dates that I'm like, I don't like doing this. I don't want to keep going on dates. I need to focus on finding someone. So I did that. And I had a good time, right? As of saying this, I'm technically single. So theoretically, I failed if we're trying to find the wife thing. Theoretically. Who knows, though? There might be someone that I'm met that could be my future wife. Who knows? But theoretically, if you're taking a tally of wife finding, I'm at 0. The universe is 1. I am 0 in terms of the wife finding situation. But I met a lot of great people. I had a lot of great relationships. And, I wouldn't change anything. I guess certainly sometimes you do something stupid and you're like, damn, or you make a mistake and you hurt somebody. There's a lot of people. Listen, I got hurt a lot this year. I hurt a lot of people this year. It makes it sound like I'm like John Wick. I was shooting so many people. I went on dates with my gun. But yeah, would I do it in the grand scheme of things? Would I do it all over again? Yes. Would I live my life the same way? Yes. But there's certain instances where like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. That was rude of me. That was disrespectful. That was rude. I hurt somebody. I shouldn't have done that. What can you do? Overall, it's fine. Overall, I'm sure there's some people that hate me. Probably. I don't know. But, overall, it was good. And so I said 34 first dates. I was ghosted 5 times. So in my mind, ghosting, I feel like people have different definitions for ghosting. In my mind, ghosting is after we've had I don't think ghosting before a first date is really, it's kind of a thing, but in my case, it's not really a thing. I certainly got ghosted many times before the first date. Oh, my God. But after the first date is when I am interested in reaching out to someone. And I thought it went well. I thought, let's go on a second date or whatever. And they just don't respond. I'm like, hey, you want to go out again? They don't respond. That's me getting ghosted. I got ghosted 5 times. 5 times out of those 34, which is actually a lot more than I thought. It also wasn't just the first date. It was multiple dates after that sometimes. And I'm not going to say I was that upset, right? It's not like I'll say that the people I liked the most, I was really never ghosted by them. Like, it's always people that I'm like, oh, that was cool. I'd go on a second date with you. Let's see where this goes. But it's not like I was like crying. I'm like, oh my God, this person ghosted me. It's just like, whatever. Things happen. I get it. Maybe I gave you the ick, whatever. Certainly I said some weird things sometimes, You try to make jokes. Sometimes you don't mesh with someone. You try to make a joke. It falls flat. They go, this guy sucks. This guy's a comedian. This guy fucking sucks. So, whatever. Sucks to be ghosted. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't ghost people, especially if I've been on a date with you at least. And if I've been on a date with you and you reach out to me and you're like, hey, I had a great time, and I don't feel the same way, I'll say, hey, a lot of dates I had there's only one date I've been on, which I made a whole episode about, that I didn't enjoy. The other dates, they were fine. It's not like you're pulling my teeth, but I just, may or may not have wanted to go out with you again. So I'll say that. It's not like I'll ghost you. I won't do that. But there's been dates where neither person has reached out after the date. I don't consider that ghosting. You didn't reach out to me. I didn't reach out to you. Whatever. It is what it is. We both move on. But if you're reaching out to me, I'm not going to leave you on red. I don't think that's appropriate. I think it's childish. And before the date, I think it's fine. Whatever. You don't owe this person anything. It's a random person you message on an app. The conversation can die, whatever. Do whatever you got to do. I don't care about that. But after the date, this person spent time to be with you, or they took time out of their day to meet you, to talk with you. Just, if they're interested, you don't leave them hanging. So whatever. Again, I'm not bitter about it. I don't really care. But it's kind of annoying. You're like, all right, I guess I just wasted, whatever, $50, $100, however much the day cost. However much I spent money on date. This year I spent so much money. It's crazy. This is unsustainable, guys. Finding a wife is unsustainable. God damn. Fucking money sinks. Now, you ladies are money sinks. No, it wasn't that bad. But I mean, it's pretty bad. But what can you do? Some dates are cheaper than others, dude. Some people, I mean, there's some people I was like, I can't, like we'd go on 1 or 2 dates and I'm like, I can't afford this lifestyle. This is not me. I can't be spending over $100 every single day. Dude, this is not me, bro. I can't do this. Can we just chill? And some dates are fine. Sometimes you spend, first date, honestly, I'd like to spend like $50 maybe at most. And then, we'll see. If every single date requires us going out to a nice dinner that I have to pay for, I can't do that, guys. I'm going to be honest. I can't. It's not that I'm broke, but I can't. That's not a lifestyle I want to sustain. We got to do other stuff. We got to be able to just chill. So, yeah. So I got ghosted by 5 people. And I wrote that I got stood up 4 times, but that's not true. I didn't get stood up. Being stood up in my mind, is when you go to the date and then they don't show up. That's crazy. I've never gotten stood up in my life. But I'll say virtually stood up. We'll say you agree to go on a date with someone and you have everything planned, and then they change their mind last minute and they just say, I'm sick. Plenty of excuses I got. My cousin's having a thing. Whatever. I'm not stupid. And then, the date never happens and you never see them. So actually I got stood up more than that. I got stood up after I got technically ghosted. I think I'm conflating ghosting and being stood up as well in the same thing. But yeah, it's just, they'll make an excuse and, it is what it is. What can you do? I'm not going to go after you. In my mind, right, if you're the one canceling a date, it's on you to reschedule it. That's all it is. If I cancel something and I still want to go on the date, I reschedule it. I plan it again. And I've certainly, I remember I did the same thing to someone. We had a tentative date planned, and I was like, I don't really want to go on this date. I don't think this person, I don't think this is going to result in anything. So I was like, I'm actually busy today. And then the girl never responded because, yeah, I didn't propose another date. I didn't propose a alternative meeting. So obviously I'm not interested. That's how it goes. So, if you're in this boat, if you've ever canceled a date on someone and then things fell apart, it was your fault because you didn't reschedule. And I've had plenty of people. I had multiple people cancel a date and then reschedule it because they actually wanted to go on the date. Good for you. Good on you. That's all you got to do. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. Whatever, guys. In total, we have nine ladies who did me wrong, bro. Did me wrong. Amen to that. Did me wrong. And I did give up at a certain point. There were months where I just didn't go on. Was there any month that I didn't go on a date? I'm trying to think. No, there wasn't. Actually, December, I have not gone on a first date in December. And January of last year, I did not go on a first date. Did I? Not sure. I don't think I did. So, December and January, the bookends of the year. I don't suspect I will in December. I'm chilling. And January last year I didn't start yet. I was in the processes of starting my New Year's resolution of dating more people. So, yeah. So, every month I did go on at least one first date with someone. It was pretty spread out. The summer was probably the most. I was enjoying my summer. I had a hot girl summer, a brat summer, some would say. Had a nice brat summer. A bratwurst summer for those in Germany. That's what they call it. But, yeah. I don't know. I gave up. I'll say that's what I was talking about. I gave up for a little bit. Not gave up, but it's just like it's just a lot of pressure, guys. You put too much pressure on yourself. If I have any advice, I should be giving some advice here. This is a podcast you guys all look to for me to give fatherly advice here. I'll say be intentional with what you're doing. I'll say that. If you're going on date, just know what you want out of it, and you should try to get a sense of what the other person wants out of it, just so you're not wasting their time. Right? Most of these dates were through Hinge, like 90% of them at least. And on my profile, I put even right now, even though I'm not even going on it, but it'll say it says short-term, open to long. That's what I have on there. It's the setting for relationship duration. And to me, that just means like I want to keep it, like I don't want to put any pressure on this to start, I could be interested in you, could be not. And if things grow, they grow, and we can get into a long-term relationship at some point. So for me, it's like, assume that maybe nothing's going to grow out of this, but something could grow out of this. But I don't want the other person to get their hopes up. I don't want me to get my hopes up. And I like to be, I don't know, I like to think that I'm like explicit with what I want, but sometimes I wasn't. Certainly wasn't. It's not like I'm tricking people. I don't think I'm like lying to them. Like, I love you so much, I want to be in a relationship with you. But there's certainly like this gray area where people don't ask what other people are looking for, and that's how people get hurt. So I think everyone needs to be better at that. And I certainly have been explicit in some cases with some people, and it makes you feel good about it. You're like, okay, we're on the same page here. We know what we want. And, I don't think I've ever led someone on just, there's all these stories about like these shitty guys, these like fuckboy guys who are just lying to women just so they can continue to have sex with them and continue to sleep with them. That's just wrong to me. I don't want to do that. That's just wrong. But, I don't know. Like that to me is very explicit. Like it's someone asking you like, hey, like, are we in a relationship? And they're like, yes. If someone asked me that, I would tell them, I'm just hitting my microphone. I would tell them the truth. But I don't know. I'm getting myself in a hole here. It's just hard. It's hard to, unless you're just being so explicit, which I feel like also kind of ruins the vibe at some point if you're just being so explicit in the beginning. But, that's the fuckboy coming out of me right now. So I don't know. It's tough, and what it is what it is. Dating in New York City is a different beast than dating in like Oklahoma or something. It is a different beast, I would say. Things are different here. The expectations are different. And, it's not for the faint of heart. It's kind of tough, right? That's probably why I got ghosted so many times, because someone can theoretically find someone else that they like more in 2 seconds. And I'm not going to say I'm not guilty of that as well. Oh, man, I'm showing a lot of like here. What the heck? I should not have done that. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of that as well. I'm kind of hoping for the perfect person, and I'm kind of expecting I'll meet someone who, let's say I've met this person in the past, right? I've met multiple people, so I know it's not a one-off thing where I meet them and I'm like, I love this person so much. Like, I'm like infatuated with them, and our personalities mesh so great. I'm attracted to them. So I know it exists, and I'm kind of looking for that again. I'm looking for this instant spark that I'm like infatuated with someone, and it doesn't come around often. And so I think I might be comparing other people to that, and I don't know if that's a healthy thing. I'm sure that spark could develop at some point. You can work on it more, but I don't know. I do not know. So I might have to adjust my strategy. If I have another 34 first dates next year, which I don't think I will. I think this year was a little too much. And I still don't have anyone, and I'm still this single man that's just on this podcast going, man, what did I do wrong? I'm going to have to figure something out. Man. But yeah, so that was my dating recap. It was a great time. It just takes a lot of effort to me swiping. It's just, oh my god, like I bought the premium version of Hinge. I've had it probably most of the year, and that motherfucker it actually hinders you at a certain point. Not really, because I can get unlimited swipes and that's all I use really. But I don't get any incoming likes, and it's because I fucked up my algorithm. Like, they don't send me, and like, I don't get incoming likes from ugly people. I don't get incoming likes from hot people. From nobody at all. Nobody at all. And when I did, it was pretty much only from not great-looking people. No offense. There were some good-looking people just thrown in there, but for the most part, it was just people I'm like, I don't want to be, I would never do this. This is not good. But now I get nothing. I don't even get any of them. My profile is being shown to 0 people. And it's because I would send so many likes out. And it's easy, right? I mean, most of the time, if I'm watching a show or I'm doing something, I can just quickly swipe. 1, 2, 3, you see they're attractive, you swipe. And then if you match, then you can ask them questions. You can figure out if you actually like each other. But in my mind, I'm not going to waste my time on you unless you match with me. I'm not going to waste my time learning about someone who's not interested in me at all. It makes no sense in my mind. So, we aimlessly swipe, and then if there's a match and I like you, then we can figure something out. But yeah, so that's how it goes. And I get that's the strategy I have to use because I don't get any incoming likes. That is the strategy I have to use, and I guess we'll continue to do it next year. But yeah, it's kind of exhausting at a certain point. It's kind of exhausting to send out hundreds. If I looked up the amount of people I sent likes to this year, probably thousands of people. Some towns don't even have that. I have a friend who lives in Virginia. He swipes like 2 times. There's no more people. It's the end. You got to set your age range to like 80 years old. Yeah, I got this 70-year-old divorced grandma. Maybe I can go with her. You start looking at your options. You go, oh, Jesus Christ, I got to make this work. In New York, it's different. There's unlimited people and never ends, which is crazy. I mean, that's why it's not great because, like I said, there's always someone else you can go to. So it's tough, man. I got to move somewhere else. I got to move to like gotta move to Long Island to find my wife. A nice Long Island Jewish woman. Nice Long Island Jewish woman. The dream. Not the dream. Well, it could be the dream. But yeah, so that was that. And I honestly thought it would be more than 34. I faltered at the end of the year. I gave up a little bit. Or not gave up. It's just like it gets tiring. And then you meet... Listen, I met plenty of people who, you want to spend time with them. You're like, oh, this could work out. I don't need to date other people. I don't need to go out. And then, when it starts to fall apart, you go, okay, I'll start dating people again. You're like, God damn it, I got to get back in this app. God fucking damn it, my old friend. I see that H logo on my phone. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm back, you fucking bitch. So it kind of sucks. But, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. And I'm glad I did it. That is a part of the year. I think when the year started, I did not expect to have done that much. But, now that the year's over, I'm glad I did it. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about what you want. You learn a lot about what you're interested in. And it was definitely beneficial, very beneficial. So, yeah, I'm glad I did it. And any of you listening to this, if you haven't dated a lot of people, I'm not saying go crazy. I'm not saying become a hoe, a man or a woman hoe. I'm not saying sleep with everyone. Sleep with your doorman, sleep with your mailman. Invite the Amazon guy in for a quickie, man or woman. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, guys. I'm not saying doing that. But, it's certainly nice to just go on dates with people, even if you don't expect it to go anywhere, just to see. I've been surprised. I've gone on a date with someone like, I did not expect that to go well. And it went well. And I've been on dates with people I expected to go well. I'm like, this fucking sucks. This is the worst date ever. I hate this person. So, that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. And, just make the most of it. Make the most of your life. And just learning about yourself is important. We'll say that. Learning things about yourself can never be understated. That's a very valuable thing to do in life. So this has been very inspirational, I hope, guys. I am enjoying my robe. I may never put clothes on today. I may leave my house and go home with this robe on. That'd be crazy. I wonder if I get flagged in the street for wearing a robe. I don't think I would. I think people would have to accept it. Because I'm not naked. I'm just clothed. Curious. Guys, if you want to get a Christmas gift, this is not going to ship in time, but if you want to get a New Year's gift for friends and family, you can get a Save the Carrot Meister hat. That'd be an awesome gift to get. That would be so nice to get a Save the Carrot Meister hat. $30 on meatsangria.com. Hopefully, I'm working on a new website. I am a software engineer, if you guys don't know, classically trained. Said many times. I am a computer scientist working on a new website that'll hopefully be nicer. We can have, I have some nice ideas of how we can put the Carrot Meister on there. So we'll see, but it's going to be fun. And again, next year is going to be the greatest year of my life. It's going to be the greatest year of all your lives. Hope so. All you little children, my sweet angels, you guys are going to have an amazing time. One of you, statistically, is probably going to die. Someone watching this is probably going to die, and I'm sad to see it, unless you deserved it. But think about that. One of you guys listening, you're like, shit, is it going to be me? Maybe. Probably it's going to be you. One of you guys is doing something risky right now. You're probably listening to this podcast, watching it on your phone as you drive. Probably going to be you, bro. Put the phone down. Put the phone down, and look at the road. Let's be real. Look at the goddamn road. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. Hope you have an amazing holiday season. I will be around. I will be making videos still. Hopefully, you'll see a lot more of me next year. I hope to be in your lives more often. You can't escape me. You've added me to your repertoire. You cannot escape me. I am inevitable. I am Iron Man. Boop. That would be a perfect end to the podcast. But it's not. It should be, actually. I'm talking more. Maybe you guys won't hear this. We'll see where I decide to cut this. All right, guys. Peace out. Love you all.